What is going on, everyone? Oh my goodness. I hope everybody's doing well in this time. I hope cabin fever isn't setting in too badly. Let's talk about Guilty Gear Strive. And when I say let's, I mean just me. Listen to me speak into a mic by myself in my empty house. Guilty Gear Strive is going to have rollback netcode. I don't think I need to say anything else because there are a lot of other people who are bigger authorities on this than I am, who've said everything that needs to be said. All I need to say is I'm super excited about this. I legitimately cannot believe that it's happening. I'm like dumbfounded. Man, this coffee is damn good. Made some cold brew out of this just absolutely delicious coffee from Panama that a buddy of mine from work brought back to me as a gift. Thank you, Jay. This coffee is goddamn delicious. Anyway, the way that I heard about this was through this tweet. Harmless as it is, it just rubbed me the wrong way because it came off as, hey, sure, we're gonna get rollback netcode at launch, but don't get too excited because the closed, very, very, very limited beta of the game is going to have delay-based netcode. And so you should temper your expectations. I don't understand why anyone doesn't understand why Arc System Works would have to use a delay-based netcode for the beta. I don't understand how someone doesn't understand that. This decision to use rollback, it's extremely recent. I don't know how much, if any, development has been done on it so far. All we know right now is that a decision has been made. That's it. That's it. A decision has been made. Why would anyone expect them to have ready, functional rollback netcode for the beta? Right now, for this beta, we should be focusing on what's important, which is the fact that we get to fucking play the game. It's awesome. We get to play the game. It looks sick. We get to provide our feedback on everything but the netcode, knowing that the netcode is going to change. Let's provide our feedback on the overall performance of the UI, the overall look of the game, the presentation, the sound, the HUD. Let's keep making noise about stuff like that as of right now, we can also control, knowing that we caused Arc System Works to consider and make the decision to use rollback netcode. This is unprecedented. This is literally unprecedented as of yet, and now has set a new precedent, hopefully, for other Japanese developers to start implementing rollback and doing it properly, not the way that Capcom did with Street Fighter V. I mean, thank them immensely for doing it. Them doing it should have set that precedent, but them messing it up the way that they did probably let other developers see, like, rollback's not all it's cracked up to be, is it? That's kind of an issue. If Guilty Gear knocks this out of the park, and there's a reason why they're probably going to, it's gonna be fantastic going forward for Japanese fighting games. Because I just watched Sajam's video, and he said Zynak is going to be involved in this. Someone who was involved in Killer Instinct, my favorite current-gen fighting game. The game that I think honestly performs better online than any other game I've ever played, except for Skullgirls. This is incredible. If Arc System Works does end up knocking this out of the park and releases functional rollback netcode that works the way we all want it to at launch, this will be nothing but positive for fighting games in the future. Japanese fighting games particularly. Tekken 8 might have rollback netcode. The next King of Fighters might have rollback netcode. In fact, I'm almost sure any other Arc System Works fighting game from this point on should have rollback netcode. I mean, from this point on, meaning from the release of Guilty Gear Strive onwards. Any Arc System Works fighting game, or any fighting game that's even close to being involved with Arc System Works at all, should probably implement rollback netcode. And I hope other fighting game developers take this to heart. The only other thing at this point that I could ask for as a fanboy when it comes to Japanese fighting games is for another Virtua Fighter to be announced. That would be insane. And if they do, I hope they use Rollback Netcode. Like, this is just great news overall. I'm really happy about it. I don't think anyone should be worried about the fact that the beta is going to use delay-based, because it's reasonable. It should be expected, because they just don't have Rollback ready to implement for it. Like I said, they've only made a decision. We don't know how much development they've done. They could have done some development. It could be a lot more than I'd ever believe would be done at this point, but it's probably not much, if any. So just don't be too bummed about the fact that it's going to have delay-based. Rollback is going to be implemented at launch. That's what matters. And just focus on what matters for these betas, if there's going to be more than one. Focus on what does matter, and that is every other aspect of the game. This has proven that with the right kind of communication and the right people behind it, we really do have a voice. They really are listening. They do care, and we can make a difference. Keep making noise. Don't be a piece of garbage about it, but, keep talking. Keep bringing it up. Anyway, that wraps it up for this. I didn't expect it to be as long as it was, but as I said, I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope everyone keeps doing well. I know these are going to be some rough times going forward. Anyway, guys, that's my time. Peace out.